Last week, Queen Elizabeth II, 95, was forced to pull out of her appearance at the Remembrance Sunday service in London after spraining her back. While Her Majesty was absent, other members of the royal family, including the Duchess of Cambridge, paid their respects. The spotted as Prince William and Kate left the London cenotaph and the Remembrance Day ceremony. It was a sight to behold for royal fanatics as the pair left the ceremony in the Queen's bespoke Bentley, made exclusively for the monarch. Royal expert Danilo Elsa wrote in column, "The 95-year-old lending the couple her bespoke wheels translates to a very clear-cut signal of approval and the symbolism of the future king and queen consort riding around in a car with a coronet slapped on the door is impossible to miss." Given the royal family aren't short of vehicles, it has shown that she sees the pair as the future of the country as she took a back seat from the ceremony due to her health. With the Queen pulling out of the ceremony just 2 hours before it was due to start with a sprained back, the Duchess of Cambridge also stepped in to take the Queen's usual spot on the Commonwealth and Foreign Office balconies. For the annual Remembrance Sunday service in London on November the 14th, the Duchess of Cambridge joined the Countess of Wessex and the Duchess of Cornwall on the balcony of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. For the sombre occasion, Kate, 39, wore a structured black Alexandra McQueen coat adorned with several red poppies and a wide-brimmed black hat. Her husband Prince William, also 39, joined his father Prince Charles, 73, to lay wreaths at the cenotaph below. However, it was actions that followed Kate's appearance on the balcony with fellow firm members that caught the attention of royal expert Danilo Elsa. According to claims, a gesture spotted as Prince William and Kate left the Whitehall Remembrance Day ceremony has shown how the Queen feels about her grandson and his wife. The couple pair left the ceremony in the Queen's bespoke Bentley, made exclusively for the monarch. Royal expert Danilo Elsa claims the usage of Her Majesty's personal vehicle was a signal of her approval. She also pointed out that such a vehicle would be at William's disposal when he takes to the throne. The 95-year-old lending the couple her bespoke wheels translates to a very clear-cut signal of approval and the symbolism of the future king and queen consort riding around in a car with a coronet slapped on the door is impossible to miss. The usage of the Queen's personal vehicle is also noteworthy considering the large fleet of cars at the royal family's disposal. When the Queen wants to express her pleasure with any of the ever-dwindling number of working members of the House of Windsor, she has no end of money, can't buy trinkets and treats to shower her lucky employees with. Take in 2019 when she made Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, a Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order in recognition for doing a stellar job at duchessing, or 2018 when she made the former apple of her eye, grandson Prince Harry, one of her official aides-de-camps. Dispensing priceless pieces from the royal jewellery collections is another one of Her Majesty's go-to gestures, such as permanently lending Kate the Bahrain pearl drop earrings, which feature pearls given to her for her 1947 wedding, or the 4-string Japanese pearl choker which the monarch herself used to regularly wear. This week, we can add something new and surprising to this list of royal distinctions she can dole out, getting to zoom around in her very special Bentley. See, last weekend, when Kate and husband Prince William were seen leaving the London cenotaph after Remembrance Day commemorations, it was not in their usual family Audi or even in the electric Jaguar they use on occasion, but in what appeared to be one of the Queen's very own, especially built state Bentleys. Perched in the back seat, and looking suitably sombre, the Cambridges were whizzed away in literally regal style. Given that the royal family is not exactly short on vehicles or antique carriages or horses or bikes or even helicopters, this choice of transport was clearly not born out of necessity. Rather, the 95-year-old lending the couple her bespoke wheels translates to a very clear-cut signal of approval and the symbolism of the future king and queen consort riding around in a car with a coronet slapped on the door is impossible to miss. The sight of Kate riding around in Her Majesty's car reflects the extent to which the Duchess has been stepping of late, especially as vicissitudes of age catch up with the formerly unflagging sovereign. On Sunday, before the Cambridge's noteworthy exit, it was Kate who had taken the sovereign's usual place after the Queen pulled out less than 2 hours beforehand with a sprained back. With the distribution of the HRHS across the Commonwealth and Foreign Office balconies overlooking the cenotaph likely having to be quickly rejigged, it was Kate who got to take the primo spot between Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall and Sophie, the Countess of Wessex. Likewise the night before at the Festival of Remembrance at Royal Albert Hall, where she was positioned plumb in the centre of the front row of the royal box. This all comes a full month after the Queen first cancelled a series of events on the orders of doctors before being secretly hospitalised overnight in October. With this current health crisis ongoing, and the Queen having no scheduled public appearances between now and Christmas, it could very likely be Kate who will gamely pick up the slack. To this end, the at least temporary withdrawal of Her Majesty from public appearances could leave something of a vacuum. While Camilla, as the wife of the next king, might be the obvious candidate on paper, and while she might have built up a bank of public respect for her work on issues such as domestic violence, she is never going to be a widely adored figure. Like the Queen Mother 80-odd years earlier, their Kate was projecting stolid dependability and cheeriness in the face of a national crisis. And it was only months after the fact that it was revealed that her husband William had the virus in April. Then there has been her performance during the never-ending Sussex drama, having gotten on with the job amid the ructions and high-strung emotions of Mix-It. She has, as 101 Cheap Tea Towels urged, kept calm and carried on. In April, it was Kate who stepped in and played pacekeeper after Prince Philip's funeral, drawing Princes William and Harry together in conversation and thus saving coverage of the sombre event from being wholly overtaken by stories of feuding brothers and bad blood. Interestingly, on that very day, Kate was wearing the Queen's pearl and diamond choker. In fact, looking back, after more than 10 years in the job, Kate's record remains totally unblemished. She has never created a media flap, generated any real controversy or turned up anywhere she was meant to without a hat. Let alone having her toes sucked. Instead, she has diligently and conscientiously applied herself to the job of keeping the institution of the monarchy, and the millinery industry, afloat. Is it any wonder then that her boss, and grandmother-in-law, has been passing along to her an ever-growing slate of her own former official roles? In 2016, Kate took over from the Queen as the patron of the National Charity Action for Children and of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, the home of Wimbledon, in 2019 as the patron of the Royal Photographic Society, and also the same year, as the patron of Family Action. In 2018, she became only the second royal patron, after the Queen Mother, for the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists and the Nursing Now campaign, and in 2020 was named joint president of the Scouts along with the Duke of Kent, and of which the Queen is patron. Back when the Cambridges were dating, and later when they became engaged, there was a certain breed of commentator who seemed to enjoy using the word commoner as a pejorative when it came to Kate. Now, William's choice of future queen looks like nothing less than a masterstroke and the single move most likely to keep the monarchy alive in the decades to come.